What's up, guys? Welcome to brobeatz. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a GlokkNine type beat. So let's just get started. These drums that I have, I'm providing for you. Yes, they are recycled, but I know beginners watch these videos and they probably don't have these exact drums, so I'm providing them for you. So you can go in the description and download it. It should be a direct download, so you don't gotta go to my site or anything. So this is what it would look like right here, and I will provide the midis in that kit too from this video. So yeah, so let me go to a scale, and the scale that I'm going to use is a harmonic minor, and the reason I'm using it is because I find that it's easier to start with, right? It just gives off that sound naturally. So yeah, that's why I'm going to be using that, but you can use whatever you want. It just might be a little bit more difficult to find the notes that you want, right? So my BPM is 180. You can choose pretty much any BPM that you like or you think is right for this type of beat, but for me, I like the faster one, so I'm going with 180. So let me see what scale. This is D sharp, so yeah, it's in a D sharp. All right, so the sounds that I'm going to be using, a piano, a grand piano is the type of piano that you would want to use, and then any bell works, but this is the plugin I'm using if you're just curious. All right, it's the bell, and then these are fillers, so like I might or might not use these, but these are just going to be fillers so that the beat doesn't sound empty. So here's this pad. It's called Night Driver, and it's a preset bank that I made. This here, Night Driver ARP, and then this ARP here. All right, and you'll see what those sound like in a minute. But yeah, let's do this piano. Let me zoom in so you can see better. So first thing you want to do is you want to just click in notes. Usually I would say just make a chord, right? But click in notes that you think sound good, just singular notes, and then from there you build your chords. All right, so that's what I'm going to do now. Let's pull this. All right, let me play this real quick. And if you go on these half notes here, or these notes are just like right next to each other, you're gonna kind of get a darker sound. But if you want a brighter sound, which I don't really recommend for this style, but if you do want that, try going off of these, right? Going to these singular notes. But for now, I'm just gonna do this. All right, so I like that. One other thing to note, if you do want to create bounce, kind of go off the grid. And what I mean by off the grid is like this part or this full area. If you go right on this 2 or just in between these two numbers like this, that's on the grid. So anything in between this red area is off the grid, and same for any other part of this melody, right? Let me delete that. But yeah, that's just to quickly explain it. So now we're going to create chords. So to create a chord, you just basically skip every other note in the scale. All right, so something like this, you can see we skip the notes, but that is not always true. We're gonna you want to listen for what you're looking for as far as your sound. So you might have to move some notes around, but I'm gonna keep this for now. I'm going to change this part. All right, right here. I'm not going to copy it. I'm just going to change it up a bit because I don't want it to sound too repetitive. So let's just try moving as if we're going to move these notes up. All right, so and to finish this off, I'm just going to pull this note up right here. just so it goes smoothly back into the beginning of this melody. Just like that. So I'm going to copy this over to the bell, and the bell and piano will mesh well. So this is what it should sound like. All right, so for the pads and the arps, I'm just gonna copy this, right? And delete the in-between notes. All right, just like that. And then I'm gonna highlight it, Control L to stretch these notes out. And then I'm gonna stretch this last one out so that it, you know, fills the entire area. So now we can just copy this over to everything, and I'll play these individually so you can hear them. Play this one. And this one. And I really like how this one turned out. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna be using this probably on the verse or something like that, just because it's a really unique sound. So, but let's go back to this and create the actual bass. So for the bass, I'm just gonna use the same notes that we used. So like I'm gonna start on D sharp, and then we'll figure it out from there. And you can really just use like a few notes. You don't gotta do anything crazy. And with the bass, when you placing it, just kind of go with the bounce of the beat that you already have. So like here. So you see that next kind of note, I'll just place it there where the melody goes, right? So nothing too crazy. All right, so I like that. So let's pull this over, and then I'm gonna hold shift, click and drag. And basically I'm gonna mimic this part right here. So kind of like how it hits, you know, where the melody hits, or kind of just like where that clap would hit, I guess. So let's pull that, pull this up, and then go down. So it kind of goes into a smooth transition into the lower notes. And then I'm just gonna pull these back over, because this is gonna be like the second part. Because I don't want it to be too repetitive, right? All right, so this is what it should sound like. Okay, so now let's add the claps and snares and everything. So with this, I'm just gonna layer these two. All right, let's put those there. And then I'm gonna put some claps in between and stuff. Probably put one right there, because when I put the kick there, it'll create a little bit of bounce there. Let's just listen for it. All right, I like that. So let's keep it. And then let's just put these generic snare rolls here, just right there. You know, most people know about this and how to put that there. And then the kick, just gonna place it here and there, just space it out. I don't want to put it on every single bass, because this is a Beethoven bass. It doesn't really go well with kicks, you know, that often. So let's just place it, maybe place one there, and then all right, then right click on this hi-hat, fill each two steps. That's simple. So now the perks. Now with these perks, to create a little bit more bounce, because that's what you're gonna probably want with these type of beats, put them in the spots where there aren't any drums. So that would be typically on these like reddish areas. There isn't anything there, as you can see. And people typically put like open hat snare and stuff, but I think I'm gonna put a shaker there. Okay, and then let's turn this up a bit. Okay, so I like that. So now we're pretty much done. So let me pull this out and just kind of show you what this would sound like. And let's cut this bass if it'll let me. Cut this hi-hat too. All right, so let's cut this over, and then let's take this middle arp out. We don't really need it for the hook, and then we can pull this pad out, and we can just kind of use that as the verse. And then let's see. Just alternate between them. All right, and there we go. Let's pull this over, probably take the hi-hat out. Just, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so this is what it should sound like. Oh wait, hold up, let me turn these on. All right, there you go. Now this is what it should sound like. Also, if that's too fast for you, you can, you know, move the tempo around. So I'll just lower it and show you what that would sound like slower. All right, so let's put that back. But yeah, that's how I make a GlokkNine type beat. Yeah, so hopefully this video helps you out. Hopefully anything helps you out, maybe making a melody, placing the drums, anything. And that's gonna be it for this tutorial. Once again, go look, make sure you go download that kit. If you don't have these drums, you know, you wanna make sure you have the latest drums or whatever, or at least the drums that everyone else has. But if you're new, like, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe if you're new. And yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.